What is going on, guys? Welcome to the first lesson in advertising for beginners. I'm excited to get into this with you because this is the very foundation for which you're going to be able to scale your business effectively, decrease your advertising costs, hold your marketing department or marketing agency that you currently work with accountable, and so many other things. I need you to take one moment and realize, very simply, marketing is not easy. We all have fallen into that trap at some point or another thinking, oh, my product will sell itself. Oh, everybody's going to want this, that, the other thing. That's simply not true. And because that's not true, you need to understand what can make it true. And the best advice I can give you, and the best advice I can give you from a place of experience over doing this for nearly 12 years now, is that there needs to be a collective goal, right? You as a business owner are trying to achieve something within your business, something that you have determined requires marketing help or sales help, so on and so forth, right? That's going to be a goal for that specific piece of your business. And that's why setting a marketing goal in the first place is incredibly important. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it right now. So first and foremost, why is a goal necessary? Well, I just covered that. So whenever you have a goal, you can explain your goal to other people, the people that you are then asking for help in order to achieve it, right? Because you're asking them for help, they need to be on the same page as you when it comes to what that goal is so that they can help you achieve it the most effective and efficient way possible. Without that, it's going to be very difficult. And this is honestly where I see a lot of businesses fail before they even start, is because they'll just go in and hire a marketing company or a marketing consultant or their own internal team with no shared vision of what a good outcome looks like. The reason expectations can never be met, or so it feels like in this industry, is because the expectation was never set in the first place, or at least no expectation that's more specific than I need you to make me as much money as possible while me shelling out as little money as possible, right? So that's 100% why a goal is necessary when it comes to your marketing efforts specifically, but even in other areas of your life. Setting an effective goal actually makes it achievable because you have now outlined what the outcome you're looking for is. So, one really important thing to consider is what makes my goal realistic, right? It's amazing to have lofty goals, but they're oftentimes going to be unachievable if they're a little too out of reach. So you have to take into consideration a few things here. What makes goals realistic? Well, you have data to support how you can actually achieve it, right? So say you want to get 100 new customers in a year, right? That means you have 365 days to get that 100 customers, or you have 12 months to get that 100 customers. That really only means you need 8 to 9 new customers a month, meaning that you actually only need like one every, call it 3 days, right? That makes it so much more achievable because now you have your actual goal. You understand the time frame in which the goal needs to be achieved. You have a very reasonable breakdown as far as what a good pace for achieving that goal is. And then once you figure out what that end unit is, say 1 month, every single month, you need 8 to 9 new customers, that makes it super easy. Now, the other thing to consider is, and we'll get into this in the next lesson, which is how to create the marketing plan that supports your goal and makes it more achievable. You need to have the data, right? So how much money does it take to get new customers or one new customer? So money, one new customer, right? Or if you're already spending money on ads, what is your current return? Or what is your customer LTV or lifetime value? Meaning whenever a customer comes in, between that time that they make the first purchase or the last, how much money is that worth to your business, right? All these things are really important because then you can reverse engineer your goal through the marketing plan, and it's going to just give you the outcome you're looking for a lot more predictably and a lot faster than you might think. In fact, we were able to actually just put this exact concept into real life. We just launched a brand last November, did $0 in revenue prior to working with us. The client had a goal set of $3 million in the first year in business. We did that in just 2.5 months. And in one full year, November 1st of 2023 to November 1st of 2024, we were able to do $15.2 million at an over 12x return because we set a goal and we had the clear outline of what was required to make it happen. And then we got the data over time, and then we just accelerated it faster and faster, right? You need all these things to make a goal realizable, and without it, it's going to be very difficult. So what should the focus of the goal be? Well, I'll tell you this much. I've never gotten very far with the goal being money. Reason being is money is a byproduct, right? You could see in the example up here, it was new customers. And the reason it's new customers is, what if you're a company that sells products at different values? What if you're a coach or a consultant that has different package levels that people can buy into or opt into? What if you do it on a quote-by-quote basis like a construction company or something like that, right? Everyone's needs are differently, and therefore your pricing would be too. If you focus on the things that actually matter, right? Customers, then it will be a lot more easy for you and a lot more effective for you to achieve because you're focusing on the thing that actually gives you the money. I heard one thing quite a long time ago from Bradley, very large Instagram personality, business coach. He said this, and I'll pose the same question to you. Do you know where money grows? It's not on money trees. It's not a money printer. It's not a printing press. It's in other people's pockets, right? Reason being is they have to work in order to make money, and so long as they continue to do that, they will always have more money. If you just focus on, say, having a $1 million year, but you don't know how many customers that's going to take, or what product to sell, or service to sell, or you don't understand what your customer acquisition cost or return is, then this will never be achievable. Focus on what counts, and that's always going to be customers. Now, to achieve your goal with as few problems as possible, like I said in a quick little recap here, you want to make sure that you have a very clear goal relative to your business growth that isn't money. You also need the data to make this easier, and ultimately you need to understand how you're going to get there, which is exactly what we're going to cover in the marketing plan. It's going to show us the platforms to leverage, who to target, and most importantly, what data you need to pay the most attention to. I hope you guys like this first little episode in the series. I hope it is valuable to you, and I'll see you on the next one here in just a minute.